What we did here this evening was our bi-monthly court advocacy meeting.
Can I have everybody's attention, please? It's a little after 7, and as usual, we have a ton of ground to cover, so I think we should get started.
What I do is I bring the court advocates together, and we go over the cases that we've gone on in the last month, and we have given tallies of what we did and where we went and where we're going.
You can see in the month of May we had 144 attendance of advocates. In the month of April we had 145 people attend the cases. We've been averaging about 23 to 26 cases a month. So for that effort, I want to thank everyone for the fine job that you guys do.
Tell me about the court advocates, this organization. What do they do? What is their purpose?
The purpose of court advocacy is to support the victims of crime, support the police officers that make these arrests, and to send a strong message to the judicial system, the judges, the state's attorneys, and the defendants, the people that commit these crimes, that we care about our community, we care about what happens in our community, and we are not going to allow this kind of activity to continue. And when these cases are brought to trial and these individuals are found guilty, we want to make sure that a strong message is sent in the conviction of these crimes and the sentences that they are given.
The reason I'm giving you this is because people will ask me sometimes, I don't remember what Evans did, or I can't remember what Montez did, and it gives you on the sheet what the particular offense was. And it also gives you where the offense happened, and it also gives you the next date of where it's going to progress. And if something did come to fruition and the case did resolve itself, it's marked on there also. You'll notice in April that Lennox was found guilty, given 18 months probation and restitution of $350. There's a couple good swap cases on there on the April sheet. You'll notice 20 days of swap for one of the criminal defacement of property cases with 18 months supervision. There's another case that's 10 days swap with 6 months supervision. Those are already really fine sentences to those, and outcomes to those cases. In May, there were a couple reckless conduct charges. The one case in 811, the reckless conduct charge, as you know, or if you don't know, Judge Brewer at 34 has difficulty with reckless conduct charges. And reckless conduct charges is one of the charges that the police officers use to get the gangbangers off the streets. And because we were there, that was the case that Bridget Boylan asked us to follow, because Judge Brewer was going to throw the case out because they did not have a complaining witness. The 3 young men that called 911 on this particular case refused to go to court. But because we were there, the kids were given, the 3 young men that were charged with this reckless conduct were given 12-month supervision. And as we all know with these young people, in many cases that 12-month supervision gets them right back into the system again because they can't keep their nose clean. The one case on the top of that sheet for the 2nd of May, which is a really good, was an excellent conviction, was the guilty conviction of the criminal defacement of the young man that got 25 days of swap. That's a huge conviction on that young man.
How many court advocates do you have in the 8th District right now?
Our court advocacy system is the largest court advocacy system in the city of Chicago. We have an active roster of 40 advocates. We average about 10 advocates per hearing.
And how many hearings do you usually go on in a month?
Approximately 22.
How do you decide which hearings you're going to send the court advocates, or
how do we pick our cases?
Yeah.
Our cases come from various sources. Police officers will ask us to follow cases. Neighborhood community people will ask us to follow cases. And then we follow cases that are impacting the community. Right now, one of the large issues in the 8th District are the burglaries that are going on, and it's a real hot button issue, and so we're covering quite a few of the burglaries that are the arrests that have been made.
Is there any other kinds of hearings? I mean, you said burglaries are a hot button issue. Any other hot button issues?
The other hot button issue for the last 4 years, one of the things that we've been following intently are the criminal damage to property cases, which is graffiti.
Block of Kaminsky, 2 people were victims of an aggravated armed robbery, and at that time the offenders made good with their escape. The 8th District Community Policing Sergeant Alan Kane and Officer Jose Sepulveda got involved in the case through the beat meeting. Working with community concerns and complaints about gang hangouts and illegal parties brought to their attention at the beat meeting, on February 3rd, Sergeant Kane and Officer Sepulveda rode by one of the notorious addresses. An inspection of the house showed that there was an open gate in the rear. The officers cautiously entered their gang hideout and found 2 individuals, one of which gave evasive and conflicting answers as to his identity and reason for being in the gang hideaway. He wasn't evasive about giving his 2-6 gang affiliation, though. The officers determined his right name and found that he had an outstanding arrest warrant for a previous robbery. The officers looked around in his immediate vicinity and discovered in plain view a wallet containing a credit card and business cards not belonging to a gang member. The officers believed this to be the proceeds from a recent armed robbery, brought this wallet and offender into the 8th District for processing. The officers called the phone number on the business card found in the suspected stolen wallet and learned that it was a person with a detective from Oak Lawn. The Oak Lawn detective informed the officers that the credit card found in the wallet belonged to her nephew, which was taken in an armed robbery a week ago. The offenders then contacted the nephew, who gave details of the robbery. Area 1 detectives were contacted. The detectives had both of the victims from the robbery view a lineup, for which they positively identified the arrestee as one who had robbed them a week ago. The next day, the detectives went to the victim's home, where they conducted a photo lineup, where the other individuals from the gang house were identified as the other offender in the robbery. An investigative alert was then issued for the second offender. Officers, knowing the gang structure and hangouts, are quickly arrested the second offender. Both offenders were charged with 2 counts of aggravated robbery, thereby clearing 1 robbery case from the West Lawn neighborhood and also clearing up 1 gang hangout. These were brothers, and one brother is still in jail because he was on parole when he did the burglary. So he's going to be in jail for a while while the case is going on. So that one's on the 13th. We're going forward on that one on the 13th. On July 13th, we have a case at 34, which is misdemeanor court. This will interest you and your fellow facilitator. This is the home that I gave your officers at your meeting on 79th Place. These 2 young men were thrown out of their parents' house in the 5900 block of approximately Trumbull because they were causing problems, so they moved over to Grandma's house at 79th Place in the case someplace. And they were arrested for a gang disturbance back in the old neighborhood. And so we'll be going to court on that on July 13th. That's 34.
How did you get involved with the court advocacy program?
I am a beat facilitator for the 8th District. And one day I witnessed a shooting. And I was asked to be a witness for the particular case. And my people from my beat, the advocates from my beat, came to court, and they were my advocates. And I realized exactly how important the advocacy program was. As a beat facilitator, you run the monthly beat meeting, and you work with the police, and you work with the community, and you work with the alderman's office. So I thought, well, that was what I was doing. And I thought, there are people that are doing the advocacy thing, and that should be what they're doing. And I realized that, no, this is too important. This really makes a difference. It makes a huge difference. When you have someone come up to you after court and thank you with tears in their eyes because they said, I don't think I could have done this without the support of the people standing behind me. It's powerful. It's really powerful.
So how long have you done it? Basically, if someone wants to be court advocate, how do they do it? Well, what do you suggest?
What we suggest to our new people that would like to try it is exactly that. Try it. We will pick you up. We will drive you to court. If you like it, we will gladly take you back and take you back as many times as you'd like. If you try it once and you don't like it, that's okay. We're glad to have you once. I tell people it's the easiest volunteer work that you can do. Our presence in the courtroom, standing up when that case is called, just the idea of seeing these 6 or 8 people sitting there in these blue shirts, concerned for the case, is a very powerful message. It is the easiest volunteer work you can do.
So basically an advocate just sits there in court?
And just when the case is called, we stand up and they know that we're there, and it makes a world of difference. The judges know we're there, the state's attorneys know we're there, the defendants know we're there. It makes a world of difference.
What kind of reactions do you get from judges, state's attorneys, defense attorneys?
We've had judges call us into chambers after cases were over, after the call was over with, and thank us for our service and tell us how important it is what we do. At 51st Street, which is a misdemeanor court, the courtroom is full of defendants. We sit in the front row. There are sometimes as many as 100 people in that courtroom. And there are times when the case is called and we stand that there is a gasp in the room. You know, they want to know. They all want to know why we're there, and they're just glad that we're not there for them. We've heard things in the background like people say, ooh, that person did something really bad. I mean, we're doing really good work. It's making a difference. When officers walk up to us on the street, when we run into an officer in the Jewel, and they go, God, you people do such good work. We're so proud of you. It makes such a world of difference. You know, when we turn around in a courtroom, we see you folks sitting there, it's like, wow, that makes a world of difference. These people work so hard. In these graffiti cases, these officers in some cases chase these defendants 3-4 blocks, and then if the victim of the case doesn't come to court, it gets thrown out. So our whole goal when we started the graffiti mission was to contact the owners of the property, let them know that we will take them to court, we will explain the program to them. If there's a continuance, we will bring them back to court, and to let them know that the community cares. And because we as volunteers that are unpaid contact these victims, the owners of the property, they're more compelled to come to court because they see that we are volunteers, and here we're volunteering to take them to court. They have something at stake. They've lost, their property is damaged. You know, we're just there to support for the good of the community. So it does make a world of difference in that regards, and you can't put a price on that.